Okay, so hey guys, welcome back to another Access 72 video. Pleasure to be joined by Izzy Asif. As always, a pleasure, and of course here for the Shaq Thompson versus Georgiev. I hope I pronounced that right fight. How are we feeling, man?
Yeah, good, really good card. All of them nearly weighed in. A couple of fights didn't weigh in, but took the weigh in on the day. Happy, really happy. Go with the championship weight. Showtime, fights on.
Indeed, another stacked card full of quite new talent, a lot of them to the GBM stable. And are you very excited to showcase all these new fighters?
Yeah, this is a different level. This is a different level. You've seen the calibre of fighters we've got. We've got Kieran Malloy, Tina Bradley, Harvey Lambert. Between them, done over 500 amateur bouts. This is a complete different level. And then you've got Shaquille Thompson, you've got Arlo Stevens, Hughie Fury. This is up to us. You know, we always like up in the levels, but this is a different level. This is a quality card. I said it a few times yesterday. If this were on another platform, on a big TV platform, nobody would raise their eyebrow on it whatsoever. So it's a quality card. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be some cracking fights on it.
And do you feel like when you kind of made that return from, you know, obviously you went away last time, you were in Coventry last time, you made this return back to Sheffield, did you want to come and have just such a big card for a return?
Listen, we always want to keep improving and progressing our brand, and the only way we can do that is better cards and better cards. And that's what we've done here. Not got 2 but 3 titles on the line. Cracking guys who I believe are going to go all the way, and that's what it's about, building our brand and building our stable of fighters, quality of fighters that we believe are going to go to the top, that we can really push on, invest in and developing, and that's what you're seeing here. It's a start of something huge for GBM Sport.
And as always, GBM have got such a good team around them, and is it great to see that you've been able to find fighters like some of the amateurs you found and been able to bring them towards you and have this kind of pull towards you now?
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite nice and humbling, because it was only a while back nobody in the country's heard of us, and now we're at a stage where top quality fighters who've had great opportunities to go on other platforms have chosen us and picked to go with us. Yeah, of course it's a great feeling. Credit to my team as well who've made it happen. But it's the start of something huge. I'm looking forward to seeing these guys. There's a lot of guys on the card that I've not actually seen live box. It's interesting for me to see what levels they're at, how far they can go. And could be the start of something huge for some of these fighters on GBM.
And when you're watching a card yourself and you're ringside, what are you, I suppose, looking for some of these lower of the card fighters to show?
So I like seeing fighters being in trouble and see how they react. I like seeing when they're not getting it their way, when there's an awkward opponent. There's little things you can learn about a fighter just by watching them. I look at body language, I look at eye contact, I look at posture, I look at everything. I just know when they've got something. And I love seeing fighters in trouble and reacting and see how they react. Because it's all good being on the offensive as a fighter. What you like when you're on your back foot, what you like when you've been on the canvas, that shows a little bit difference about fighters. And I'm always looking for them little signs to see how good can somebody be. And that sparkle in the eye, you'll hear this a lot from promoters and people, that little sparkle. And Shaquille Thompson's got that sparkle. He's just got that little bit of edge about him. And he's been a great talent for many years, but since he's joined us, we really pushed him as a fighter. You know, he's grown as well. He's grown. His confidence has grown. His whole persona's good about him, and he's going to be a hard man to beat in the middleweight division.
And it's great to see that, you know, you can analyse fights like you have. And would you always say that you're yourself a student of the game, I suppose, and somebody who are always learning with it?
Of course, listen, we're learning all the time, constantly learning. So I never do I think I know this or I've done enough, or I never learn. You're constantly learning all the time about the game. 20 odd years in the game, and every single day you're learning stuff, whether the business aspects, whether it's the fighting element, you know, different sanctioning bodies, different governing bodies, different styles, different kind of attitudes. You're learning all the time, and that's the kind of beauty about this game. You're always progressing and pushing yourself, and yeah, it's a nice time to be part of GBM.
It is indeed, and of course you've got another card announced. It's your first one in London. It's a great venue in York Hall, and how excited are you to go to the home of British boxing?
What an iconic venue that is. Home of British boxing, capital, York Hall, London. We're there, GBM. I spoke about it for a while. You know, we're living it now. Really looking forward to getting on there and showcasing something different. So let's say to you, we've got got a few tricks up our sleeve, and we're going to push them on York Hall. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a great night. Some massive names on it again. Yeah, happy days.
One fight which really is a standout one for me is the Stevie Levy versus Tyson Gallagher fight. And what do you make of that as a matchup?
I heard a perfect description of that fight the other day. You couldn't even put a cigar between them two. That's how close it is. It really is. A lot of people are backing Tyson, saying she's too much. But I've just been speaking to Roger Sampson, who's coaching Stevie. They sincerely believe they're going to win this. It's a great opportunity. It's almost a no-lose situation for Stevie Levy. Tyson Gallagher's got the more credible kind of background with the amateur background, but this is a close fight, a genuine fight, because either way, they're both going to do over a couple hundred tickets each. It's going to be a hostile in there. A lot of local rivalry because they're not far from each other. It's a cracking fight, and I believe, I'm with you, I reckon that's the kind of fight that could steal the card.
Indeed, and when you look at fighters like Stevie and I suppose like Nicola Hope as well, they've both suffered defeats, but they've come back from that. And is that always what you want to see? Like, it doesn't necessarily matter how you take the defeat, it's more how you learn from it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can learn more from a defeat than you can have a winning type fights after fight after fight. And it's what you do when you lose, how you come back, and that's important. And as a promoter, it's important to give these guys a chance and all, because sometimes fighters are lost and they're forgotten about. It's that give that opportunity, when the opportunity comes with Nicola Hopewell to be back on our card, to go for a Commonwealth title against Gemma Rouge, which is another one I think is a cracking fight. I really do. This excites you when you know they both want it so much, they both believe they're going to win. It's a cracking fight that as well, and yeah, of course it's nice when they come off a defeat and they're on our platform to deliver. So yeah, it's of course something I want to do all the time.
And I just spoke to Arlo Stevens, and he said that he's got these world level ambitions, but he's also said within the kind of same time he's expecting within a couple of years you to be at that world level with him and to progress with him. And is that kind of what you want to do with your fighters?
2 years, he said. 6 months. I'm joking. Nah. I reckon, yeah, listen, fair statement. Listen, it's all about learning. And sometimes things happen at the right time. Like, if somebody said to me, you had a massive world title for shows, right, we're probably not ready for it right now. That's being honest and realistic with where we are. But in 6 months' time, we keep improving on certain things and increase that stable, we could be putting them huge fights on. And that's the kind of trajectory we're going at. That's what I want. That's my kind of objective. But let's see, listen, there's a lot of hard work, and I'm an extremely realist kind of person. I don't get carried away. I see how things are and how difficult things are. And let's see, and Arlo Stevens is a giant. What a signing that was. Huge. Fraser Clark, Richard Riakpo raves about him. So yeah, he's a great exciting for us as well.
And one final question, just I suppose one more reason as to why the fans should tune in tomorrow night.
Well, you're crazy not to. You're not going to get a fight like this in this country that's not actually on a massive broadcaster. And what a fight you got. You got future world champions in IAS, you got a cracking title fights, you got guys making their debuts, you got massive amateur records, got Harvey Lambert, like I said, 500 amateurs between Harvey, Kieran and Teenan. There's potentially future stars of the game on this one, so looking forward to that. And you got the big man back. How can I not mention him? Hughie Fury, 3 years out, he's on a GBM card. He's going to make an example. He's going to put a statement out there. There's been some doubt in him, negativity if you want to call it. He's going to really go out there and make a statement. So that's going to be exciting as well.
Izzy, always a pleasure. Thank you very much, mate.
For your time.